A big round of applause for everybody who helped make this happen this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, this is a beautiful night. Great and wonderful cause.
Oh, it is nice to be here, ladies and gentlemen, to help raise money for those trees in Stanley Park. And I just... I know, those poor trees, now they're all crying. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who may or may not know, Comedy Courage, basically, Comedy Courage is a event that the lights are going off. Nice, I'm not having a stroke, lovely. Comedy Courage is an event where we take in people who have mental health issues, and what we do is we help them through a 12-week program learn how to be stand-up comics, so that through laughter they can let the entire world know that there doesn't have to be a stigma with mental health. And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Patrick Molina, and I am the Comedy Courage mentor and the instructor. So all the people coming up tonight, I've helped and guided and I've trained. So if there are any complaints, I place full blame on myself, and there are no refunds. And but you guys are in for an amazing night tonight, and this is the reason why we're here. Is we are here for the students. We are here to raise awareness. But before I get on with the show, I'm going to do a few minutes to warm you guys up, and I'll be hilarious. You'll see. You'll be amazed at the end of the night to be like, that was good. But the MC, brilliant. I have no understanding how one human could have so much talent. And but it's going to be good. But first of all, a big round of applause for Coast Capital Savings, ladies and gentlemen, and for the volunteers. Fantastic job. It's absolutely wonderful, and as the mentor and the instructor and the involvement with Coast Capital, I know that at least I've got about 3 or 4 months leeway on my mortgage payment, so that's nice. I'm glad about that. Nobody else has a mortgage. Okay, and so this is going to be great. I can't wait until the other comics come up here and they can be greeted with the stares. This will be wonderful. So that's the other thing I want everybody to know, ladies and gentlemen, is that everybody coming up here tonight, all the people coming up here, comics, these are people who have never performed on stage before. They also, a lot of them suffer from mental health issues that have probably prevented them from performing in front of just people or even being in large groups. And look at that. There you go. Have a big round of applause. There's Darcy moving the paintings, ladies and gentlemen. Darcy's a good man. Before he started with our program, he's grown a lot. But before he started our program, he was a small Asian woman. And look at him. It's amazing what growth people will go through. I've offended all the small Asian women. Thank you. That's great. And so everybody coming up tonight, they're all people who, like I said, they've just learned how to do comedy over the 12 weeks. So when they come up, all I ask is that you give them as much encouragement as you can. Relax, enjoy yourselves, laugh, and I don't know. That's about it. I guess those are the rules of comedy. Laugh, relax, and enjoy yourself. There are no other rules. Oh, man. But it's great to be here at the Westin Bayshore. I'm glad that we're doing this on a Wednesday, not on a weekend, because last weekend, I can honestly say, it was probably the worst weekend I've ever had. I had to help a friend move, and I don't know if anybody here has ever helped a friend move or anything like that, but why is it that every doorway on the planet Earth of every house is the exact width of your hands and a couch minus the top layer of skin? Anybody? Am I you? Thank you. 3 people. The rest of you, that's why I hire people to move for me. Oh, God bless you. But it's true. Hey, could we not once find somebody to, like, you know, maybe we should make the doorway just half a millimeter wider on either side so we can fit the couch through? No, and then everybody making the couch a half millimeter wider then, and then everything going to be too big and no room in the whole world, and it'll be crazy. The thing is when we were moving the couches and stuff like that, I skinned my hands. And the couch fell, bang, hit my foot, and my buddy's like, dude, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, oh, it fell. And he's like, why don't you, like, pick it up underneath? And I'm like, because I'm drunk. Hello, remember? That's how you got us to agree to help you move in the first place. Because that's how you help each other move, right? It's like, can you help me move Sunday morning, 9:30 in the a.m.? To hell with that. I'll give you a beer. Done. Because as everybody knows, nothing goes wrong when there's heavy drinking and heavy lifting, right? Heavy drinking, heavy lifting, everything. So, and what happened? You get hammered, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and then somebody goes, now it's time to drive this stuff to the other end of town. Best thing about driving drunk at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, no road checks. And Well, sure, the police will pull you over, but they just think you're lost and you need help. That's what's going on. I couldn't help but notice you're weaving all over the road there. You lost? Oh, but it's wonderful too because my wife is here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful wife, and yeah, no need to applaud, exactly. And I am married. Sorry, fellas. And I know there's 3 guys here. Oh, it's the best one. But I can't help it. I'm handsome. And why are you laughing? But my wife and I were trying to have a kid, and it's interesting too because my wife is half Irish, I'm half Palestinian, and yes, I know, half Palestinian. We have one American here who's going, oh my God, if I call, I might get half a reward. But just take a picture with the phone. That's what he looks like. Man, if that guy was half a shade browner, we'd be all down there. But by the way, if you do go to the U.S. and you have shaggy hair, a beard, and you tan for 4 days in a row, they will pull you over. And they don't even hide it. They're just like, all right, we're gonna have to look up your bum. Excuse me? Why would you? Why? They're like, well, you know, it's the war on terror. Really? What could you possibly find in my bum that could stop the war? What could you possibly find up my... Thank God this was in there. Everybody out of Iraq! Found something in Patrick Malika's bum. I don't want to talk about it, but it's necessary. I just think that George W. Bush is just a huge ass freak. And just, I want to see pictures of people's bums across the border. That doesn't make any sense at all, sir. Why do you hate Jesus? I don't understand anything. What's going on? But so anyway, as I was saying, my wife and I, that's how you always want to segue into talking about your wife, huh, folks? I was at the border, they looked at my bum. My wife! And she's so proud right now. She's like, why does he put me through this? He's only 7 years away from being a doctor. It takes 7 years to be a doctor. Some people hear that's impressive. Must be a year or 2 along. So anyway, so as I was saying, my wife is half Irish, I'm half Palestinian, so when we have kids, our children will be loud. And that's all it's going to be, just a bunch of kids running around with weird accents and just be like, oh, I want to go drive the car now. And I don't know why my kids are going to sound like Shrek, but they might. I don't know why my kids would have that accent. They're born in the deepest, darkest pits of Kitsilano, so I don't know how that's going to work. Just one kid with my father's accent walking on, I don't know if this is the place we could be. Because my dad does have that accent, because, of course, he's originally from the Middle East, Thunder Bay. And it's tough growing up with that accent in Thunder Bay. I'll tell you that right now. I don't... Oh, man. But it's nice, though. We were in the U.S., we were visiting in the U.S., and I enjoyed that a lot. That was good. How many people here have been to the U.S. by applause? Anyone been to the U.S. recently? Look at that. Our dollar is at par, we still don't go across. Some people, I hear they'll look up your bum just for smiles and giggles. I hope this time they just find giggles. But anyway, we were down in the U.S. and we encountered a guy who was racist towards us, but he was racist towards us because we were Canadian, which I thought was very bizarre and odd. And I know, as Canadians,